What's up, guys? Today's vlog is gonna be a little bit short. I hope you guys understand why. I just been taking a lot of time to think. I spent a lot of the day editing the vlog, and that was a very complicated vlog to edit. Not because of the edit itself, but because of the subject matter. It being my best friend and all. I want to take some time just to remember the good traits of young Scott Walt. This can right here, you see? This Duff can? It's the Simpson Duff can that we used in that short skit that he participated in. He was in that Homer Simpson's costume skating around. I remember like it was yesterday, me telling him about the idea, and he was without a doubt ready to do it. The one great thing that I can say about Walt was that he was reliable. He was always reliable. Like, whenever I needed him, he'd be there. Whether it was for a social session, whether it was for physical labor, if I was like cleaning out something, if I was lifting bricks, that he wouldn't duck out early. He wouldn't say that his sneaks was gonna get dirty or that he had to go somewhere. No, he would always help me. He would always be there. He was like the brother that I never had growing up, because you guys kind of know a basic synopsis of my story. Like, you know that I got a bunch of brothers and sisters, but I didn't grow up with them. Well, since I didn't have the brothers and sisters, somehow naturally I gravitated towards my neighbor, my next door neighbor. He was kind of like a brother. Like ever since we was kids, I would walk in his house, he would come in this house. We would do the sleepovers, we would watch movies at night. Like, I guess that's what brothers do when they hang out, you know what I mean? That's what I'm assuming, right? I didn't have that, so I don't really know it to the maximum threshold. All I know is what me and him experienced, and he was the most kindest, humble. He was a beautiful soul. He was a kind creature. Um, he had a lot of pain. He had a lot of emotional pain, and I know he was going through a lot. And he told me a lot of his pain. He told me a lot of his confusion, a lot of his problems. We talked about everything, man. Me and Scott, we would talk about everything. There wasn't anything that we would limit. We would talk about outer space. We would talk about the moon. We would talk about the stars. We would talk about the universe. We would talk about where we saw ourselves in 5 years and 10 years or 15 years. Like, we can go on journeys, walking journeys. Like, this is a guy, I'm telling you, I would say, yo, let's walk to the baseball stadium. And he would walk with me. He'll take a 5-mile walk with me. Look at example. One time when Grand Theft Auto came out for PlayStation, I think it was Grand Theft Auto 5 or something, we put it on pre-order. It was like a month order. And when it came out, my vehicle at the time was down. So you know what I did? Yo, Scott, you trying to walk to go pick up this GTA? And he was like, whatever. And he walked with me, like, literally to the Roseboro Boulevard. And from where I'm located at in Philadelphia, that's a good little distance. But my guy didn't care, man. Like, he did not care. He was a very smart, social creature. Very intelligent. He can hold intellectual conversations. He did have a college degree from Full Sail University in film. He was a film major. He was very creative. He had big dreams, big hopes. He wanted to take it far. I know he would have took it far. He would have definitely took it far if this didn't stop him. It's like, no one would have ever knew. I know I would have never knew. No one would have ever expected it. Like, our block grew up tight knit. Like, our block had roughly 20-25 boys, like young men, generations ranging from like 11 through like 13, and there was the next generation, which was like 15 through like 17, 18, and there was like the last generation, which was kind of like 18 through like 20ish, give or take. Maybe I need like 2.5 generations, but there was a couple different brackets of groups, and even though we had our own little cliques, we all still rep the same block. We all still chilled outside every day. We all still knew each other. It was close. It was like family. It was a traditional family love. Being amongst young gentlemen. And out of all people in the world, the nice guy, Like, Walt wasn't even into drama. Walt wasn't into hanging on corners. Walt wasn't into beef. Walt wouldn't be the type like, oh, you looking at me wrong. You got a problem. You got beef. Like, he wasn't into that. Like, he couldn't care less about that. Like, he wasn't into nothing that was time wasting. You know how he would waste his time? Guess I wouldn't consider it wasting, but he was using his time constructively. He would make like stickers, or he'll like draw characters, or he'll just get into just some type of project, whether it was carving, like carving chess pieces, or just doing something, dog. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not gonna keep on going for today's vlog. I just need time to think, man. I just need time to think. I need to take this all in. It still feels like a dream. It still feels, it's just, if you guys been paying attention this year, I've been jumping a lot of hurdles, and this hurdle is unimaginable. It's at a height that exceeds my expectations. I didn't even imagine anything like this to come at this time of the year, towards the end of the vlog year. So it's like, his name will not be forgotten. I'm gonna make sure that his name lives. Director Scott Dollars, Beyond the Sky Media. Remember that. Beyond the Sky Media, my guy. I love you, bro. Like, if I'm not answering to any texts and none of that, don't take it personal. Like, I'm going through some real life stuff right here. This isn't a joke. This isn't, you know what I mean? I'm no longer gonna be on my social platforms such as Instagram. So I'm done with that. If my guy can't be on it promoting his business, it's cool. Like, you know, one thing I learned, and Walt taught me this best: when you're a real friend, you reach out. No matter Walt, like, not to knock him, but like sometimes he was down on his luck financially, so he didn't always have a phone. So he didn't always have a way to contact me via Instagram or via phone. And you could tell he genuinely wanted to chill with me, because he would come by and he would look for me, or he would, you know, always like yell for me, or like he would always reach out. And you guys remember back in the 90s, or back in the day, the 80s, 70s, 60s, whatever generation you're from, before technology, before texting, before cell phones, what people used to do when they wanted to chill? They ride a bike to your house and they go say, you know, they go ask you, hey, what's up? Like, yo, you know what I mean? Come out and play. That's what my guy did, and my guy always thought of me. And I lost a really good friend. Like, I don't have nobody else that's like that, that's always there for me and been there for me. And I just want to wish everybody who's watching a safe and warm night. Please take time to just love the ones that are close to you, and squash all grudges. Grudges ain't worth it. Be happy. You never know. You be here 1 minute and then the next minute you gone.